crashing down from the sky.
What is going on, guys? It's your boy DPJ. Today I am bringing you my top 10 cartoons of all time. Let me start off by saying gameplay in the background is by the Hovis Man. Links to his channel, links to his Twitch where he live streams every day are in the video description. Check him out and show him some love. Tell him I sent ya. In the comment section, guys, I want you guys to tell me your #1 cartoon of all time. Stay tuned to the end to find out mine. If there's any top 10 drama series you want to see me cover, leave a comment in the comment section. Most interesting ones will be the ones to take into consideration and do. Anyway, let's just get straight into this. In at my number 10 spot we have Rugrats. Now Rugrats was yet funny but stupid, and that's why I loved it. It really warms my heart when I think back at this. I remember Tommy, Chucky, and me and cousin Angelica. Badass show, really funny. I'll also just add, I am 26 years old, so my cartoon days, my childhood days were late 80s, early 90s, and maybe mid 90s as well. So some of these cartoons a lot of you guys may not remember, but yeah, my number 10 spot belongs to Rugrats. In at number 9 we have Hey Arnold. Now this epic cartoon brings back some badass memories. Arnold being football head, a 9-year-old kid who lived with his grandparents. I think his best friend was named Gerald, and you had that girl that was really nasty to his face but loved him secretly. What was her name? I think it was Helga or something like that. Yeah, great cartoon, really liked it, really funny. That's why it's at my number 9 spot. In at number 8 we have an old school program by the name of Banana Man. I know a lot of you guys will not remember this because it's really old. Banana Man was about a young boy called Eric whose best friend was a crow, and when Eddie eats a banana he turns into a super strong superhero called Banana Man. Crazy ass show, absolutely amazing. Search YouTube for a trailer. Actually, I'll link all trailers to all these cartoons in the video description so you can check them out there. But Banana Man is at my number 8 spot. Badass show. In at number 7 we have an old school program by the name of Super Ted. Super Ted was badass. I think it was about 1982 it originated. I'm not quite sure, probably a bit earlier. But it was about a teddy bear that was brought to life by a guy called Spotty Man with cosmic dust. He then took him to Mother Nature where he received superpowers to fight evil, and was then known as Super Ted. Wicked show, absolutely amazing. Check out the trailer in the video description. It's got my number 7 spot. In at number 6 we have the one and only Tom and Jerry. Now I don't think anybody's top 10 cartoons would be right without Tom and Jerry. It's a fan favourite across the world. You got the old school one, you got the new school one. I absolutely loved it. I remember rushing home from school every day to watch this show. I even remember the dog Spike, that big old grey, I think it was an American Bulldog. Great show, loved it, and that's why it's at my number 6 spot. In at number 5 we have the epic X-Men cartoon from the 90s. Now this cartoon series, like this Marvel whatever, is the best of its kind because for me it was so close to the genuine storyline from the comics, which is why I loved it in the first place, because I actually read the comics first. So to imagine the story in your head and then to see it in motion made it even more epic. I knew what was coming when I watched it, but it was still badass, and that's why it's at my number 5 spot. In at number 4 we have the one and only Thundercats. Now let's just get one thing straight, I'm not talking about the old school Thundercats, not this new school refurbished rubbish. I'm on about the old school one from back in the day. This one told the story of Lionel, Chitara, Panther, Snarf and a few others. They had to evacuate their planet Fundora, I think it was Fundara or something like that, before it was destroyed. They went to Third Earth led by Jarga, who died. The Thundercats' biggest rival was Mumra, I think it was. But Lionel, the leader of the Thundercats, and his epic sword weapon, I think it was called the Sword of Omen, stood in the way of the baddie dude. Now this cartoon was amazing, but brings back so many badass memories from me, from my childhood. That's why it's at my number 4 spot. I have got all this on DVD, both series, red and blue. Badass, love this show, and that's why it's at my number 4 spot. In at number 3 we have the one and only Dragon Ball Z. Now everybody knows about Dragon Ball Z, so explaining it would be pretty pointless. I do know one thing about it though. The show is about 20 odd years old. I remember watching it when I was 4 or 5. I remember my oldest brother renting the videos from the VHS shop a long time ago. So yeah, that's one thing you probably didn't know. But anyway, Dragon Ball Z, absolutely epic, and that's why it's at my number 3 spot. In at number 2 we have the one and only Captain Planet. Now I know a lot of you guys will not remember Captain Planet, it's really old. I remember actually some of my friends from back in the day don't remember Captain Planet, that's how old it is, but to me it was one of the best cartoons ever. The story was like this. It was about 5 kids who each had a magic ring. Each ring represented something to do with Earth. It was like fire, water, wind, earth and heart, I think. Their jobs were to be the Planeteers and educate people on the responsibility of the environment, something like that, something along them lines. And when big and powerful threats come that were too bad for them to handle, they could combine their powers, combine their rings and form Captain Planet. Man, the show was absolutely amazing. Go check out the trailer in the video description. You guys will probably won't like it. It probably looks a bit old school, but to me, absolutely amazing cartoon. Loved it, and that's why it's at my number 2 spot. In at the number 1 spot, and my best cartoon of all time is Pokemon. Without a doubt, Pokemon to me was the best cartoon of all time. I remember when I was a kid, rushing home from school every single day to catch Pokemon on TV. I used to love Ash, Pikachu, Misty, Squirtle, Brock, Onix. I used to love it all. And at the time as well, I used to love the Pokemon cards. I used to love collecting them, trading them, playing them, whatever. I've actually still got my Pokemon card collection somewhere. If you guys want to see that, I'll maybe even give them away. Just let me know in the comment section. Yeah, but Pokemon, best cartoon of all time. I was actually so obsessed with it. At the time, I could remember from 1 to 151 in order, starting with Bulbasaur, ending with Mewtwo. I was that obsessed with it. Well, actually Mew in it. I think Mewtwo was 150, Mewtwo, or was it the other way around? Mew was 151 and Mewtwo was 150. But yeah, Pokemon, best cartoon of all time, and that's why it's at my number 1 spot. But anyway guys, that is the top 10 cartoons of all time in my opinion. Let me know in the comment section what is your number 1 cartoon of all time. I'll be sure to check them out. If you guys want to see more top 10 genre series, let me know in the comment section. Let me know what genre you want to see me cover, and I'll be sure to check them out and do the most crazy ones. I love doing these things, so just let me know. Anyway guys, if you want to see more, press that like button to see more. It really does help me out. Also, gameplay in the background is by The Hovis Man. Check him out. Links to his channel, links to his Twitch are in the video description. Go show him some love and tell him I sent ya. Anyway guys, thanks for watching as always. Support you guys show me is amazing. Peace out till next time.